Alright, Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to Allah, give my dead pushing his truth, and all truth and sincerity, diligently throughout the four corners. I'm the brother Shamar Moth, alright, from JMS Miami, coming to you with another edition of Meditate on it, okay? And today's edition of Meditate on is going to be on a thought that's been reoccurring in my head, all right, in my mind, for the past few days, weeks, and even so months, all right. To be honest, ever since I came into the truth, but as of late, it's been heavy on my mind, okay. And the thought that's been so heavy on my mind is, are you willing to die or get held captive for the Lord, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, okay? And that's what's been on my mind lately. And today, this morning, around 2 o'clock, I've been up since 1, so around 2 o'clock, I got on YouTube, watched some videos or whatever the case may be, and I seen this video that was posted on, I believe this is the Elder Kazak's page. Mistaken. Let's check, make sure. God, this is the other Kazak's page, okay? So I seen this video and and it says the title is "Pray for the Akim" and Suriname, and that's a country, or I would say in South America. All right. And, last week or the beginning of this week, I was speaking to the brother down here in my camp, lawyer. And, he put me up on the Suriname, camp. And, we was, excited or whatever the case may be, because, it's always beautiful to see the Lord waking up his men and setting up camps, all right, to edify his elect, okay? And, so I'm watching this video and these brothers are in the situation, man. They got caught up in the jam, all right? And, prayers sent out for these brothers, all right? And brothers, pray for each other, because at the end of the day, scriptures tell us we're supposed to be praying for one another, all right? So these brothers, got caught up in the jam, all right? And, hey, more of us might get caught up in jams, man. Some of us might have to face death, man. Okay, and that's why we have to stay in these scriptures, man. Stay in these scriptures, study, read, and be diligent in this truth, man. Because at the end of the day, okay, it's evident, man, and it's inevitable that the world hates us, man. Okay, and with that being said, everything written aforetime was written for our learning. Okay, and the scriptures show you that the world has been hated the men of the Lord. And due to the world hating the men of the Lord, some of the men of the Lord got tossed in jams, okay? From the apostles turned disciples to the apostle Paul, all right, to the prophets of old, man. They got tossed into jams. They got set up to get tossed into jams for pushing the word of Yahawah, man, bahasham, Yahawashi. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash, man. Okay, and they got tossed in the jam. Some of them got even put to death, man, and became martyrs for the truth, man. All right, and that's something that you gotta keep in mind, and pray that the Lord keep His Spirit upon you and strengthen your spirit. So when that situation does pop up, that it becomes mind over matter and not matter over mind, man. So you don't lose sight of the hope and the salvation, man. Okay, just because the situation of death is presented to you, and the situation of imprisonment is presented to you, man, for doing the work, man. All right, you shouldn't let anything shake you from Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Okay, anything, man, not even your own self, man. All right, so with that being said, and straightway, man, and we were commanded straightway to keep the faith unto death, man. All right, and we're gonna get into the scriptures, man. Okay, we're gonna start off with Revelation chapter 2, and verse 10. And it reads, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right. And the reason why the scriptures tell you fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer is because one reason only. We're going to get it real quick. Fear. Get it real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And it reads, for the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Right? The Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. He gave us the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. A sound mind is key, man. What is a sound mind? A sound mind is basically having peace in the. You know what? Let's just get that, man, real quick. Get what a sound mind is. Sound mind G 4995.
Strong's G 4995. Sophronismas.
All right. And it reads, an admonishment or calling to soundness of mind, to moderation and self-control, moderation. Okay. So we have the spirit of self-control, man. And at the end of the day, the Apostle Paul said he keep his body under subjection, roughly paraphrase, man, meaning what? He keeps his mind, he controls his body with his mind, man. He has power over his body, man. All right. And that's one thing that we have to have. And I speak for myself, first and foremost, because at the end of the day, we all have our issues that we have to deal with, and I have mine. Okay. And when certain situations present themselves, your flesh, all right, tends to want to do its own thing and lash out, man. Okay, but we have to remain in the spirit, man. Okay, we have to remain in the spirit. Okay, because at the end of the day, you can't let your body take over you. Okay. Can't let your body take over you, man. You have to continue to have a sound mind, that faith, man. That's what's gonna keep you with a sound mind, that faith, man. That realization that no matter what you're in, no matter what position you're in, the Lord got you. Okay, the Lord got you, and trust me, Aki, and that's something I have to tell myself every time I'm placed in a situation, man, because I'll be ready to snap next, and I have to continue to calm myself down and tell myself, yo, chill out. There's no, I understand you're angry. I understand you hate this place. I understand you vexed with this place and in the situation that you're in. But mind over matter, man. Have faith. The Lord gonna deliver you out of this situation. The Lord gonna deliver you out of that situation. The Lord gonna fight for you in this way and that way. And ultimately, have faith, and the Lord gonna deliver you out this whole place, so you won't have to go through it no more, man. Okay. So that's why we don't have the spirit of fear, and that soundness is so important, man. Okay, and what's that soundness, man? Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So that wisdom and that knowledge that we supposed to be obtaining, blessed is he that readeth, all right? That wisdom and knowledge that we're gaining from reading, and not just reading, because with all that getting, you must get understanding. Okay, with all that getting, you get understanding. You reading, all right, you studying. Okay, you taking them examples that were set before time. All right, everything written before time was written for our learning. You're learning. You're picking up certain traits, and guess what's gonna happen, man? You're gonna end up having the same mind of those men that you're reading about, man, so to say, man. Okay, which is what? That confidence and that faith in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. All right, so back at Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right. The reason why, because we're supposed to have faith. We're supposed to be locked in the spirit, reading and meditating upon the scriptures. So in that day, whenever things do happen to us that we have to suffer, okay, we're not in the spirit of fear, man. We're in the spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Okay? Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried. And that's some of the things that we might have to suffer, man. Being cast into prison, man. Okay? And there is examples set before us of men that believed in the Lord that were cast into prison, man. And we're going to get some of those examples. The first example is going to be Acts, the 5th chapter. Okay? In this Acts 5. 17. This is the story of when the apostle Peter, okay, you know what? Yeah, this is the account of Apostle Peter, man. Okay, I believe this was the Apostle Peter and the Apostle John. They healed some man, okay, and the priest, you know how the priest is, them wicked Pharisees, they got in their feelings, cause they got in their feelings, man. They didn't want the nation of Israel worshiping Yahawashi, alright, and pulling away from their lucrative business at that time, which was sacrifice, man. Alright, but to get to the point for time's sake, you know, if you brothers want to read the account, you can. Acts the 5th chapter is a beautiful chapter. The whole book is beautiful and it's recommended for Akim to read, actually, from my personal opinion, all right? This is Acts 5:17. Then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation, and laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison. So they put the apostles in the common prison, man. Okay? For what? For pushing the word, for pushing Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. The belief of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. It offended the Sadducees, man, and the high priest at that time, man. And the scriptures tell you, blessed is he that's not offended in me. Roughly paraphrase, just get that real quick. That's what Matthew is, the 6th chapter. Or is it Matthew 11:6? Let me see. I believe it's, let me see. I think it's Matthew 11:6. Yep, Matthew 11:6. Blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. And that's read the words of Yahawashi, man. So the dudes got offended, and guess what they did? They laid their hands on the apostles, man, the anointed of the Lord, and tossed them in prison, man. That's the same thing with those brothers in surname, man. Lord willing, if those brothers remain faithful to the end, they be part of the elect. All right, if they're anointed of the Lord. You know what the scriptures say about putting their hands on the anointed, man. Okay, so the Lord gonna fight for them, man. All right, and if it happens to me, you know, Lord willing, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi keeps the spirit upon me, and I be part of the elect, man. And there's no need for me to be shaken up and moved. Okay, though, all right, the flesh might be weak and get that emotion of or get that feeling of scaredness, man. But the spirit stays calm, all right, and the spirit stays in the faith of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. The Lord gonna fight for me as well as you, Akim, if we be part of the elect, man. So it's nothing to worry about. Okay. The next example I want to get is also in the book of Acts, okay, the 16th chapter. And this is where the Apostle Paul gets placed into prison, man, okay? And I'm going to start at verse 20. This is Acts chapter 16, verse 20. You know what? I start at 19. And this is where when the Apostle Paul cast out that spirit of divination out that woman, man. This is Acts 16:19. And when her masters saw that the hope of their gains were gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers, and brought them to the majesties, saying, these men, being Jews, do exceedingly trouble our city, and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans. And at the end of the day, we're in America or wherever we at in the world, we're pushing this truth now, man. Okay? There are Israelites that are hearing this word, but that subside to the world, that they subscribe to the world, man. So at the end of the day, the customs that they're supposed to be keeping, which is the customs that we're keeping, the law, statutes, the commandments of Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, all right? These same Israelites who subscribe to the world, okay, they feel like we're troubling their city, man. Okay, and that's exactly what happened to the brothers in Suriname, man. They were disturbed. It said that they were disturbing the peace, whatever they said, man. But they were basically saying those brothers was troubling their city, man. Okay. Verse 22. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothes and commanded them to be beat. So not only were they going to get casted in prison, man, they were also beat, man. All right. Verse 23. And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely. So, all right. So, the apostles was tossed into prison, man. Okay, so you gotta remember all this. You believe that the Lord was dealing with the Apostle Peter, the Apostle John, the Apostle Paul, the rest of the disciples. You believe firmly that the Lord was dealing with them. All right. Hey, man, it just dawned on me. I just realized that, man, Yahawashi was tossed into prison. If you look at it, man, when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, man, and Judas, hoe ass, ratted out the Lord, man, where he was, and they came and snatched him up. They snatched him up and brought him to the judge's seat, and they probably had him in holding cells, ready to see the pilot or whatever the case may be. So Yahawashi was tossed into prisons, man. All right. So you seeing this? All right. You believe in Yahawashi. You believe that Apostle Peter, Apostle John, the other disciples turned to apostles. The Apostle Paul, okay, were men of the Lord, and they were keeping the faith of Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, and they were tossed into prison. So if it happened to you, you got to keep the same faith that they kept, man. Daniel was cast into the lions, then he kept the faith of Yahawah. Okay. Joseph was sold into slavery, he kept the faith, man. Who that was? Dang, I forget who that was, man. That was Joseph, man. Yeah, Joseph was tossed into prison too, man. And that's what got him, it was the faith of the Heavenly Father that got him out of prison, because, hey, he was able to interpret dreams, and guess what happened, man? I believe who it was, the Pharaoh at the time caught them out of the prisons so he could decipher the dream for him, man. But he kept the faith of his power, man. He believed the power of his forefathers, man. Okay, so that's the same thing we got to do, and I speak to myself first and foremost, man. All right, I got to constantly remind myself this, man. Okay, I got to talk to myself sometimes and look like a bug out to myself to make sure that I'm examining myself and telling myself to stay on your shit and believe. He got you out of so much before, he gonna get you out of so much after, man. There's no need to be shaken up, no need to panic. All right, so that's the mindset we gotta be in, man. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Revelation, the 2nd chapter, real quick. In the 10th verse, we're gonna reread that because I gotta finish it up. It's Revelations 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. So the Lord might have you in prison for 10 days, 1 day, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, however much days he wants you, all right? It's all a test. That's why it says to be tried. All right? It's all a test, man. To test your what? Faith. To see if you're going to believe in Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. Because if you hold up to your faith, and you hold on to your faith until the completed time that the Lord had set for you, okay? He got your back, man. He got your back. All right? It goes on, it says, be thou faithful unto death. And that's a straight charge, man. Be thou faithful unto death, man. And that's red letters. That's the words of Yahawashi. He's telling us to be faithful unto death, man. All right? And I will give thee a crown in life. And ain't that beautiful, man? To hold on to the faith of Yahawashi to death, and then Yahawashi personally gonna be giving us them crowns. And that's said in second Esdras, man. I forget where. I believe the second chapter, if I'm not mistaken. One moment. Bear with me, Akim Slak. Get my sword out. Second Esdras, chapter 2, verse 42 through 8 to the end. You know, second Esdras 42 to the end, man. Yahawashi personally was crowning the elect, man. Okay, so stay faithful unto death, man. All right. Hey, I'm gonna get it. And there's examples of men that did that as well, starting with the man himself, man. All right, the one who said that he was gonna be the one to crown us, man. Because guess what he did? This is Philippians chapter 2, and start at verse 5, man. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahawashi. So you have to let the mind of Yahawashi be in you, man. That's your part. So how do you do that, man? You gotta pray, man. You gotta pray that the Lord sup with you, man. All right, you gotta pray that the Yahawah humble you down, man. Yahawashi keep you humble. All right, and not let the precepts that you know, the scriptures that you know, puff you up. Because at the end of the day, knowledge puffeth up. So you gotta pray that you continue to remain humble, man. All right, you got to pray that the Lord continue to keep that strength in you, continue to keep you striving. All right. And I'm go back to that reading, man. Philippians 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahawashi, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself, okay, now check this out, and became obedient unto death, because that's what the Most High Yahawah required of him, man, that he would die, all right, as that sacrifice, man, okay, for the elect, man. And guess what Yahawashi did? He did it. Okay, he obeyed unto death. So when we go to Revelation, the 10th chapter, 2nd chapter, the 10th verse, and it tells us to be faithful unto death, that's the Lord Yahawah sending that message through Yahawashi to tell us to hold on and be obedient to him, even if it comes down to us having to lay down our lives, man. Hold on to the belief, all right, to the faith of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Hold on to those laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, unto death, man. Okay? Even the death of the cross. Verse 9. Wherefore the Most High also hath highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name. So the Most High Yahawah gave Yahawashi a name, exalted him, and gave him a name which is above every name, man. He is the deliverer. That's his name. That's above all names, man. He is the deliverer. He is the one that's going to come get us out of this captivity, man, out of this hell, all right? Verse 10, that at the name of Yahawashi every knee shall bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth, because that name is so high, man. It's man. That is the only begotten of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? So the name of Yahawashi, man, all knees gonna bow, man. You see what Yahawashi got for staying obedient unto death, man, in the time that he walked the earth, man. Come on, man. Verse 11, and that every tongue should confess that Yahawashi Hamashiach is Lord, to the glory of the Most High, the Father. Verse 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have also obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, so we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Okay? We got to really wholly believe, man, just like Yahawashi believed, man. When that situation of death was presented to him, guess what happened? He held on to Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, man, and he ain't died, man. All right? Spiritually, he ain't died because now look at him. He lives forever, man. Long live Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, man. And he's going to come back, man. Think about that, all right? Also, in Matthew, the 26th chapter, all right, in the 35th verse, to show you the mindset of the men of the Lord, man. When Yahawashi was about to get, brought to the cross, man, and laid down his life, all right, he told the disciple, the disciple at that time, Peter, that Peter was going to deny him, man, all right? And this was the response of the apostle Peter, man. Verse 35. Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee. So Peter had the mindset, yo, I'm willing to die with you, man. Yet I will not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples. And that's what all the disciples' mindset was, man. Okay? I'll die with you, man. And that's a beautiful mindset to have, man. You have to be willing to die with the Lord, die for the Lord, man. And you show that now, being as Romans the 12th chapter tell you, present your bodies as living sacrifices. And the scriptures also tell you that we die. Dang, how does scripture go? Salaki Akim. I don't want to butcher it, man. Dang, man. Basically, scriptures tell you we die daily, man. All right, and though our outwardly man perish, our inwardly man is renewed day by day, man. So, though it seems like we're losing everything on the outside, we're getting a lot, you get tossed in the jam, all this shit happening to you, okay? You are to continue that, even if you have to physically shed this body, man. You have to keep that faith, man, okay? Acts the 7th chapter, man. Acts 7. 40 and 54 through 60, and I close on this. And this is the account of Stephen, man. He held on to death, all right? When they heard these things, they were cut to the heart, and they gnashed on him with their teeth. But he, being full of the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, which is the Holy Spirit, looked up steadfastly into heaven, and saw the glory of the Most High, and Yahawashi standing on the right hand of the Most High, and said, behold, I see the heavens open, and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of the Most High. Then they cried out with a loud voice, and stopped their ears, and ran upon him with one accord, and cast him out of the city, and stoned him. And the witnesses laid down their clothes at a young man's feet, whose name was Saul. And they stoned Stephen, calling upon the Most High, and saying, Lord Yahawashi, receive my spirit. And he kneeled down and cried with a loud voice, Lord, lay not this sin to their charge. And when he had said this, he fell asleep. All right. So that's the mindset we have to have, man. Okay. Though death come our way, and though the imminent threat of imprisonment comes our way, we must hold faith, man. We must hold the faith of Yahawashi to the end, man. All right. No matter what comes, man. No matter what comes, man. All right. The worst case scenario, man. You have to hold your faith, man. Okay. Without that faith, man, and without that faith, hey, you through, man. So, Lord willing, this video is edifying. Again, praise go out to the brothers, man, out there, mate. Man, may Yahawashi watch over you, Akim, man. All right. And protect you, Akim, and build you, Akim, out there, man. Throughout the four corners, all right. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honor to the apostles and others, great millstone, and citations to all Akim out there pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Barakathum. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.